Hey everyone, we're back with Fate Grand Order with Traum. Looks like we're gearing up towards the finale. Last time we had a really weird chapter that, honestly, I feel like Johanna, she's gotten a lot of screen time for a character that isn't, that good. I mean, she's just, I think she's a decent character, right? The whole, she's fake, but she exists. I think that's an interesting enough concept. Just they've spent so much time on that. I don't know. I'd rather them work on a different character, I guess. I didn't look ahead of time. All these fights have the same gimmick. You have to kill 7 or something enemies and 10 enemies in 7 turns, which really shouldn't be a problem for this team. Yeah, and the first boss fight is next chapter, 23, I think. Wait, is it 24? It's the last area of 20, and the one before it is another fight of the same thing, but not the full thing. Morning, all set? You know it. Awesome, he loves the word. I'm so sorry, Master. Oh, she's still not gonna show up? I guess she's... What, for the Holmes versus Moriarty bit? Really? The Ornex's maintenance is coming along well? I'm afraid there are still some malfunctions that will probably prevent me from joining you in this battle. It's okay, Mashu, you can join us whenever you're able. And you don't have to. Someone called me out, by the way. I think I've talked about this on how every time Mashu shows up I say something negative. I mean that as a joke. Mostly, right? I do think though that especially in the Lost Belts, Mashu's character is very superfluous. Except in Avalon the Fae, she was actually her bits with Ask, those are cool, right? But just when she's with the main character, what's the point of having two self-inserts isn't the right term, but they're both half a character, right? But that multiplies and they become 0.25 of, is that how this 0.5 point, yeah, 0.5 times 0.5 multiplies into 0.25, yeah, so they become 1/4 of a character when they're together. Gotta say though, it's gonna be rough for us without a shoulder here. Too bad we don't have another one. I know, I'm sorry. Hey, none of that elbowing in the ribs or stopping up my foot stuff just for telling the truth. Alright. The Revenge Realm is home to Kriemhild, Zhangzhou, and 12,000 servants. They've also got a mysterious archer who killed Constantinos from over 12 kilometers away. Saying the odds are against us would be way underselling it. You'd even say we're pretty much guaranteed to lose. If we're fighting a conventional war, that is. But we're all heroes. Triumphing over impossible odds is what we do best. Didn't we just get our teeth kicked in a pretty similar battle? No, we were defending this time. This time we're offense. It's different now, though. We don't have a secret we need to protect anymore. So all we have to do is keep moving forward, regardless of what's in our way. Also, dang Astolfo, don't be such a downer. Once you're done here, you're gonna give me 10 laps around campus. Okie dokie. And no riding the hippogriff while you do it. Dang it. As for the archer, I came up with a plan. Win. Well, my first thought was to launch Roll into a spear and use him as a shield. Yeah, that'll work. What is wrong with you? So yeah, I thought better of that one. Instead, I'll go. My noble phantasm should be able to endure this archer's arrows, no matter how strong they may be. We need for Kriemhild. So I'll fight on the front line and use my sword primarily for defense. The only problem is, we won't also be able to pay much attention to nearby enemy soldiers. Don't worry about that. Horsey, me, and my paladins will handle them. Except for you, Astolfo. You're my secret anti-archer weapon. I mean, I guess he, can fly. Want you to walk with us until the archer makes their move? Then take them down no matter what. As you wish, your Imperial Majesty. I'll fight like my life depends on it. It does depend on it. Don Quixote, I also want you protecting Count Vlad, Pope Johanna, and Sancho from the middle guard. Yes, sir! Most of us just have to worry about charging ahead, but you're a knight, which makes you the best choice to protect the middle. Sir Quixote, the fellow seasoned knight-errant, will be counting on you to keep those three safe. It'll be my honor! Good. I'll be counting on you as well. Okay, Lord Horsey, let me give you this now before things get hectic. Oh, the Holy Grail? The Holy Grail! That's right. Since your survival matters more than any of us, I want you to have it. Okay, Shufu, I'm assigning you to the middle too. Can I go home if I get tired? There is no home now. Go nuts. Not sure how easy it'll be for you to make it back in the heat of battle though. What about me, Emperor Charlemagne? Oh, I wonder if Assassin Bro's still here, or if they forgot about him. Can you bring up the rear? Of course! Bringing up the rear is a knight's greatest honor. Consider it done. I'm sure you can take that out of context. No, sir, you can't trade places with him just because you're jealous. Oh, my phone's over there. Ah. Got it. I know that! This marks the beginning of our second major battle. Even attempting tactics or coordinating troop movements would be an exercise in futility. Our only path to victory is to keep pushing forward as fast as we can. Once we leave this place, we'll no longer have the luxury of turning back. If you don't think you can handle what is being asked of you, neither end yourself now or go over to the enemy's side. That's a thing to say. Alright, my master. Before we leave the battlefield, there's a ritual we must complete. Mana transfer? Please give us the order. Everyone, move out! Alright, look at self reported that the entire Righteous/Reinstatement realm's combined army is on the move. All 1,005 of them. How did they know the exact number? Come on, you didn't miscount by one? Huh? That's it? They're valiant soldiers. Valiant soldiers. Remember this well, Caster. Valiant soldiers are those who fight as their lives depended on it. They never once hesitate or waver. What? Waver can't be a valiant soldier? That's messed up. They're the strongest kind of soldier in the world. Be that as it may, we're under no obligation to face them head on. We can just take our time surrounding them. No, we're gonna fight them with everything we've got. Huh? If we show any hesitation, they'll pounce on it in a heartbeat. The only match for their mad soldiers is our own mad soldiers. Prepare Tommy Tomo. Have him snipe the elite servants that will surely be found among their front ranks. At once. I'll wait here. Remember, all of you, failure is not an option. If our enemy should make it to this throne room, expect all of you who still live to pay with your lives. Yes, my queen! Grimhild's heart starts to beat faster, elated at the thought of what's to come. He imagines every servant in the Revenge Realm slaughtering their weak enemies with all their might. The strategic part of her mind, however, understands they'll be in for a difficult fight. We're outnumbered 12-1. She knows the enemy's bonds are tight and that they will charge forward with no fear for their own lives. Against foes like these, who refuse to even let their allies be caught in friendly fire, Zhongzhu's special Chinmin Dunjia will be useless. They will let nothing stop their advance on the castle. Even so, it won't stop me from saying this. Die. Die. Want every last one of you to drop dead. Death is what has defined my life. Is that quoting something? It's in quotation marks. We're about to make first contact with the enemy. Is everyone ready? Yep, I've got plenty of stimulant ampoules all set to go. All good here. I am. Great! Okay, everyone. Let's enter our first battlefield. The enemy army will try to pressure our left and right flanks. Meanwhile, we're, of course, going to keep trying to break through their center. The servants on our right and left flank will probably try to chase us down. But just ignore them. All we need to do is get through this to be faster. To get through this is to be faster than them. Let me see. So it's a race, huh? I'll keep things nice and simple. Yep, let them drag out our head-on assault, that'll be it for us. Alright, let's do this. My name is Charles. You all know the rest. At least give us your full name, my liege. Okay. So they want to just let us get into the territory, right? Like, for free. Okay, one more. Moikai. We got them! We haven't even lost any momentum. Move, move, move! This is as far as I go. Good luck, my friends. Same here. Goodbye, Lancer and Rider, bro. Let's go. You know it. Keep running. Horsey, here's a stim amp. Yeah, yay, drugs. Thanks. No need to thank me. Basically taking out an advance on your own lifespan when you use these things. Is this foreshadowing? Even with your Mystic Code boost, no easy feat to keep pace with servants for this long. Alright, enough's enough. Doing this whether you like it or not. You just tuck me under your arms? Yeah, let's go. I'm being carried by Kadak. One-handed, it seems like. Get a better idea? All the servants already have their hands full. Now hold on, I'm running for it. I'm assuming you boosted his strength with magic, but I like the idea that he's just ripped enough to do that. Is that Assassin Realm? Alert, alert! There are eventual ascendant demonic beasts. The enemy is caught up to the rear. Lord Deermud is fending them off as we speak. I see. Well, as he said, bringing up the rear is a knight's greatest honor. Come on, we need to keep moving. Okay. Oh, we can't. Definitely be a little bit cooler if there weren't, loading screens. That took, 20 seconds. But I believe in you, Fall. Oh, where's Foe, by the way? Usually if it doesn't come along, they, mention it, but I don't think he was brought up even in the prologue, was he? Maybe he was. I don't think he was. Okay, let's do that. But it won't attack up this time, so that hopefully we kill at least 2. I think that assassin should die as long as the frontline guy dies. We got the Castratorias. Yeah, but did Higashida just forget about Foe? Like, I know he's kind of, he's kind of in a limbo where he hasn't done anything, but it's implied that he'll do something eventually. There's been a couple lines, right, that he's regained his intelligence. Oh, he's regaining it. What is this thing anyway? Cursed poisonous insect? Where are those things coming from? And go ahead and just bring a Waver out. Do I need one of these? I don't think we do. I think we'll finish off the archer, and then this will finish off the front assassin. Yeah, but I do wonder if Foe is gonna do anything in Lost Belt 7. Because Primate murders a... Wait, no, wait. No, he is a dead apostle ancestor, isn't he? So, and Oid's one too. Hold on, I'm looking this up. I think he is. Yeah, he's one of the 27. Okay. I've actually heard that. I don't know if this is true. I saw someone say, though, that they have not retconned the dead apostle ancestors, but changed them. Like in the Tsukihime remake. I don't know what that means exactly, but that's... I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? They are a very old piece of lore, like 20 years ago, that were never really fleshed out fully. Right? We only... Like... what, like 4 of them were known? Like obviously Roa, Crimson Moon. Well, known as in 4 of them were important. All the rest were just like, you know, mentioned in like one sentence of like a Nasu interview or a character material. Like, hold on, I'm going to the 27 ancestors now. Yeah, there's 2 pages for it on the wiki now. So, Primate Murders 1, Dark 6, no idea who that is. Brunstute of the, yeah, okay, that guy. Oh, Zelrech is one, right? Okay, I guess. Okay, 3 so far. Ort, see, Ort isn't important, sure, but back, you know, back in the day, he was just, you know, some guy who was, you know, had 1 paragraph and everyone freaked out over. Rizo Wallstrout, no idea. Forest of... That guy was supposed to be in Tsukihime 2, right? I swear I've read that somewhere. Oh yeah. Anash became active sometime after the events of Tsukihime. CL sent to slay him under orders from so-and-so. And Shikitono arrived. Yeah, okay. So... maybe if we ever get Tsukihime 2, that'll be a thing. Nina, Blood, whatever. Outro Brunstute? Is that the long-haired one from am I thinking of... Did that not show up in Kigetsu Toyo? Yeah, I think she's her sister. Oh no, she's not appeared directly in any works. Okay, never mind. Okay. Narrow Chaos? Wait, he was a Dead Apostle ancestor? I thought he was just a strong Dead Apostle. I thought he didn't qualify. I remember in Tsukihime when you, after you kill him, Chiki's like, yay, we did it, we saved the town. Alright, so or how you say her name. Like, oh, nah, that guy, he just kind of showed up here. I'm actually after someone else, you know, Yoa. Yeah. Lord Dearmud, the Vanguard has broken through the Demonic Beast blockade. I see. Then have the rear guard merge with the middle guard. Archers, keep firing your noble phantasms for as long as you can. I'll take things from here. What about you, sir? I'm going to stay behind, of course. Bringing up the rear is a knight's greatest honor. Now go on. You should get out of here before... No, sir, I'm staying too. Teamwork is the key to victory after all. No, this is Assassin, bro. You do understand you won't survive, right? So what? We may be nowhere close to Hasani-sama's level 10, but we still do not fear death. Especially not when we have a chance to achieve the kind of glory in battle we never had when we were alive. All we ever wanted was love and peace. If our lives are the cost of that, then we'll pay it gladly. Dude, I love him. Very well then, assassin. Come then, let us go as far as our path can take us. Yes, sir! Though the road before them was hellish, they moved along it with grace and lightness of those ascending to heaven. Horsey and his team continued to move ever on forward, leaving behind everything that might slow them down. Soon, they reached the main gate into the Revenge Realm. It was here that the archer who felled the Byzantine Emperor made his move. Okay, so look. Assassin hasn't died on screen. He could live. Activate the heavy bombardment puppet archer. Servant, archer class. True name, Shinsei Hachiyo Tametomo. Target, enemy vanguard. Aim for Charles the Great. The monster began to move. The magical energy being fed to him gave off a ghostly blue light as it swirled about him. The casters who had been called onto aid his noble phantasm with support spells trembled in fear at the living weapon's sheer power. The arrows he fired, each with the same destructive force as a sacred or demonic sword from the Age of Gods, were closer to ballistic missiles than normal projectiles. Even if they could not be fired freely, they were still sufficiently powerful to smash through Constantine's nigh impenetrable defenses. Ready to fire! Stand back! Gochin Yumi Haruzuki, Moonlight Cannon. Fire! I don't know what his voice is like. What if it's actually really high-pitched? Here it comes. Heroes who fight on battlefields sometimes get an intuitive... Is that how you say it? Intuitive? Sense of what is to come. May not reach the level of a properly defined skill, but their wealth of combat experience helps account for the difference. Top of that, Holmes had taken testimony from Johanna, Bradamante, and other Reinstatement Realm servants. He related that info to Siegfried along with an educated guess as to where and when the next arrow would strike. Now, Siegfried had successfully read that timing himself. He could sense the incredibly dense arrow bearing down on them, tearing the air apart as it moved faster than sound. Takes a deep breath. Get back! As he spoke, Siegfried took a terrifying step forward. Okay, he's really hoping he can tank this. If this just one-shots him, we're screwed. Behind his back, Astolfo made his move. So far, everything was going as planned. All the others in the vanguard gave them a little space. This too was all part of the plan. True Ether. Release. Siegfried's fantastical greatsword, simultaneously sacred and cursed blade, can unleash his true power. Pin him down! Don't let him use his noble phantasm! Holding him in place would of course be the end of them. The oncoming arrow would obliterate everything around its point of impact, with no regard for friend or foe. But if it also succeeded in destroying the small enemy army, that would ensure their victory. Those who fell in this battle would finally achieve the glory they sought, the glory known only to those who live lives complete with triumph. Everyone there saw victory there for the taking and reached out to try and snatch it. Horsey! Are we summoning someone? Which is why it fell on him to stop them. He quickly set about summoning servants where Siegfried indicated. I'll settle this in no time. Oh, okay, just shadow servants. I thought it might be a canonical summon. Oh, by the way, Holmes mentioned in a couple sections ago, I don't remember when. It was sometime today for me. The Ryan Gold, which is... the reason I remembered it, the Einsburn family actually has it, and that's like mentioned in Fate Stay Night for some reason, apparently. I saw it on the wiki. But it's also like Siegfried's like a treasure he got for killing Fafnir. Something, and it's cursed. And I think, if I recall correctly, the reason like the Einsburn family's been declining is because they have it. So it's cursed them. I don't know where I read that, but I feel like that's the case. Yeah, we're going through the 27 Dead Apostle ancestors. Louvre? Wait, Louvre? Louvre? I don't know. Stanriob Colhin? Yeah, see those guys. Those guys are... Oh, Louvre is Narrow Chaos's replacement. Killed hours after appointment. Okay, sure. Stanriob Colin. You can tell Nas named him. Destroyed 800 years ago. Exists as a ghost. Sure. 12 unknown. Knight of Wallachia. Okay, he counts. He got his own game. Although I never... See, I only played basically the base route of Melty Blood. I think it's the one where you win every battle. So I don't really know like the whole deal. I don't think he even shows up in the base Melty Blood. I think he's a React character. I don't really remember. I don't even remember who the final boss I fought in Melty Blood. It may have been him, but I think he's a DLC character. Anyway, Dust of Osiris. Yeah, that's he led to Sion somehow. Possible future of Sion. But Sion Tatari, of course, they're all numbered 13. But that's some timelines. Van Fem, for the longest serving Dead Apostle. Nobody knows who that is. Rita Rosane. Nobody knows. Grand Cirque Blackmore. Hasn't there been a character named Blackmore in Fate Extra? I wonder if they're related. Trevem, Orton Rose, of course. That's, who could forget such a character? He's one of the most beloved in the whole Fate Stay Night. Well, Nasuverse. Enhance. Okay, all these guys have crazy names like Enhance. Question mark. Number 20, Miriam Solomon. That's a name I recognize, actually. Yeah, they even have a design, actually. They're like one of the... The independent apostle with the appearance of a 14-year-old. Of course they are. He's acquaintances with Grand Cirque Blackmore. Okay. Does Blackmore have a design? Yes, they do. Not like a... They have a bit of one. They don't have a face, though. What? In the side story Talk, he accompanies Seal on their expedition in the forest. What is Talk? I saw it mentioned before. So it sounds like... I feel like Talk is kind of like what may have been Tsukihime 2. So I'm assuming he would have been in that. Sumire, that is the character from Persona 5. She's one of the Dead Apostle ancestors, of course. She's shown to be listed as one of the ancestors on the list possessed by Arsuid, the remake, apparently. We know like nothing about her. Just the titles of Water Bottle. That's her nickname, Water Bottle. 22 and 23 unknown. El Nahat, killed by the church, used by the weapon of its ancestors. But don't tell me El Nahat is like Seal's canon. No, okay, nothing's known about them. 25, 26, 27, Albach Alcatraz. Also known as the comedian of the Dead Apostles, of course. Apparently they have a Japanese VA. Oh, they're in they're in Fate Strange Fake. Okay. And apparently in the Tsukihime remake they have 3 paragraphs on the wiki, so maybe they show up in it. You're telling me his last name's Alcatraz though. And then final, oh, Yoa's doesn't have a number? He's EX. Counted as an ancestor by the church. Ranking is ignored by, okay. So yeah, like half of those guys, oh. Thanks, Siegfried. Did anyone tell him it's not a dragon? I mean, really, if you think about it, aren't arrows just small dragons? Oh, beam fight, let's go! Siegfried! Sumanai. What's the problem? This guy's been almost killing us in Chaldea. We've been sending all of our archers after him. It's not working. You know, one Balmung does the trick. Why did the Vinci just think of that? Blue light exploded where sword and arrow met. The air groaned under the immense pressure. Magical energy spelled out wildly in all directions. I thought he became a ghost. The big Sumanai in the sky. When the dust settled, the dragon-slaying hero still stood tall. Whoa. Not a scratch on him. Let's go. We should still have some time before the next arrow. He isn't even wounded. This can't be right. It's just not possible. That same arrow even pierced Constantino's defenses. It was little wonder that the casters had gone pale at this turn of events. They knew there were few heroes indeed who could survive that arrow, kind of cannon shell that would obliterate most humans' frail bodies. They had no idea that this new warrior headed their way. Both a legendary dragon slayer, one of the greatest heroes of all time. I mean, come on, great. I mean, like, sure, top 50, sure, but like, greatest heroes, that implies like, you know, top 10, really. When it came to defending a forward march, there were none indeed who could hope to match him. His name was Siegfried. The pallid light of his sword tore the red sky asunder. That's a cool line. Yeah. You know what I think we need after that? I think we need to kill another 10 enemies. Okay. Look, throw as many enemies as we want at me. I have double Artoria caster. I can do this all day. As long as it only takes like 3 or 4 turns. If it takes longer than that, you know, it might start to be trouble. He deflected it. The archer's aim was not the problem. Someone had interfered with his arrow's trajectory. The unknown foe's sword was surprisingly durable. It had to be a noble phantasm, no question. It must either be from the Age of Gods or part of an incredible legend. The real problem was what came next. It was not terribly surprising that this unknown hero managed to strike the arrow with his sword. What was surprising was how skillfully he dealt with the tremendous energy in the arrow. Surprising was not the word for it. It was downright absurd. Most sword fighters attempting to defend against that arrow would simply have been annihilated by the incredible amount of magical energy packed into its shaft. Don't use the word shaft, but this strange foe could endure even that. And in defiance of all belief, he did so without taking so much of a scratch. Obviously, it had to be some sort of noble phantasm. Perhaps it was one that made him extremely tough or even invincible. There are many kinds of defensive noble phantasms in this world. Tametomo certainly wasn't intimately familiar with all of them. Still, he could at least understand durability. What he could not understand was his foe's unreal skill with his sword. It was not unheard of for skilled sword fighters to deflect bullets with their blade, but no one could possibly deflect a missile. There would be no point in even trying, as it would do nothing about the explosion. There's no swordsmanship in the world that could possibly do anything against an arrow with the power of a ballistic missile. Or so he had thought. Revising trajectory. Initiating recalculation. Oh, hey, what's he doing? Are you sure Nasu didn't write that part? He's supposed to wait for our orders before firing. Shut it down now! I can activate emergency shutdown system. I can't. The system's refusing. Just giving me an error. Oh no, it's the AI takeover. Are you kidding me? Then, so that means that Shinsei Hachiro Tametomo is... Yes, he's capable of firing of his own volition. Cut him off! Cut off his magical energy now before he... Oh. Nobody stops me. Activating Noble Phantasm. Target. Enemy Vanguard hero. Call sign. Dragon. Wait, it's a dragon! That would think we could shoot it down! Though Tametomo hadn't put much thought into it, the name he gave his target, his selection was more amped than he realized. The Dragon Sire was, in some ways, a dragon himself. He bore their impenetrable hide and their sharp fangs. So what to do? What to do? Firing volley shot. Tametomo's arrow split into 3 in his hands. The tower is intended only to provide enough magical energy to fire 1 arrow at a time. But now, that restriction was gone. Firing Noble Phantasm. This singularity, Minamoto no Tametomo had no criteria for right or wrong. He didn't even have the kinds of principles he normally would. His only purpose was to stand there and fire his arrows. But that was all it took to drive him mad. But hold on, talk again.
Dr. Yumi's Horizuki Moonlight Cannon. Triple shot.
Come on, that was cool. I have a cup. Oh, that sounded cool. And I have to pick up the cup every time he talks. Single one of Tametomo's arrows contained more than enough destructive force to defeat most any hero. And now, 3 of them streaked across the pale red sky towards their target. Okay, Astolfo, we really need you to can you 1v1 this guy? Here comes another one. All of you, stay back. Coming in real fast. Astolfo. Oh, you haven't taken off yet? There, can see where they came from. I'll head there right now. I don't know if I'll be able to come back, so I'm gonna say my goodbyes now. Love you, Astolfo. Master of Chaldea. My liege. Okay, you really need to go though. We don't have time for monologues. My fellow 12 paladins. Everyone else on the army, all 1,005 of you, that haven't died yet. Farewell. Go get him, Astolfo. Whatever you do, don't screw this one up. Man, I'm real nervous leaving this all up to you. Wish I could do more to help than just pray. Hang in there, Astolfo. Just focus on what you have to do. Don't think about anything stupid. Uh-oh. You always say things like that to comrades heading off to die? Good luck, Astolfo. Thanks, Master. I'll do my best to bring you victory. Hippogriff. Siegfried. I'm all set. There. Just saw a light on the top floor of a tower 15.8 kilometers away. That's where you'll find the target. Roger that. Now the only problem is what to do about these next shots. Hang in there, Horsey. I mean, Charlemagne has 2 noble phantasms left. We're all counting on you to keep Siegfried safe again. Okay, I mean, so Siegfried takes one, Charlemagne takes one. Who takes the last one? Don Quixote? Like, he could use his noble phantasm. Like, he has to. That is such a Chekhov's gun. Like, I was kind of thinking though, maybe he uses it on like Moriarty or someone, or like Holmes, or you know, whatever goes down. Like, because, you know, he sacrificed for the meta instead of sacrifice for the singularity would make him a lot more memorable, right? Like what matters more, like taking down Kriemhild or like taking down Moriarty, right? That'd be a lot cooler. But also I kind of feel like, so I did see the final boss fight is the final arrow of 21. So come on, that's the Moriarty fight, obviously, probably. I'm not for 100% sure on that, but I'm like 90% sure. Meaning, so the Kriemhild fight presumably is, I mean, it could be any berserker. It could be Kiyohime, no, but there is a berserker fight in next chapter. So we take care of all the Traum business then, and then Moriarty reveals his grand plan of, you know, how he's gonna kill us and, you know, everything. But I feel like by that point, basically every servant here is gonna be dead, right? We'll have resolved, you know, just about all the conflict. We'll have said our goodbyes, you know, everyone will disappear in glowy light, and then Moriarty will step out from behind a curtain and just go, "Well done, Chaldea! You've fallen right into my master trap!" Or something like that. If that ends up happening, I swear I did not know ahead of time. I swear. Like, I mean, I'm playing this in isolation, so I don't know how good I am for having called some of the twists, or like not even twists, having called some things ahead of time the singularity. I feel like most of them are like things, you know, anyone could have done. For example, like, you know, set down being Charlemagne. Like, really, that's just, you know, the matter of elimination. Matter? What's he say? I don't know. I'm just here to press the Kiara button. My cup's almost out of water, but that means it can do Tomatomo voice faster. Better. Maybe faster too. I'm not for sure yet. Can you talk really fast?
Of course I can talk really fast. I have Tubes and Tomatomo. I forgot my middle name.
So you can talk really fast. What's his middle name again? No, nobody cares. He's just Tomatomo. Oh, that'll be shortened to Tame eventually. I wonder if Nanmei, whatever, the 8 Dogs event, has any dialogue differences if you've completed Traum. Well, I don't want to say anything. But like, you know, if like you recognize Tomatomo or something. You gun foe. There are 3 this time. Oh, that's pretty. Siegfried instantly knew it would be impossible to perfectly defend against all 3 arrows. So he shifted his stance to be certain he would at least not take a fatal blow. At first glance, his stance appeared passive, far too passive to have any hopes of success. But Siegfried's was the exception to the rule. Don't tell me he's gonna take all 3. First arrow. Balmung collided with the first arrow, erasing it. Second arrow. Okay, he's just that cool. He expertly swung his sword to alter the arrow's trajectory, never once being led astray by its intricately interwoven feints. But this was the most Siegfried could do. Even his supreme skill was not enough to completely fend off a third arrow. This one, he'd simply have to endure. Just don't... It's Siegfried's back that's his weak spot, right? Just don't turn around. Though the third arrow struck slightly later than the first two thanks to its more complicated trajectory, there's still next to nothing Siegfried could do in response. He could neither deflect it nor evade it. Throwing down his sword and crossing his arms to lessen the impact was not an option either. The very most he could do was to turn his body slightly. Needless to say, it would not be enough to prevent the arrow from reaching his spirit core. At best, he could throw off the arrow's point of impact by a few centimeters. Given its sheer power, it'd still be more than enough to kill him. Or, at least it would have been, were he anyone other than Siegfried. Oh, you got us, Higashida, you tricked us. Minamoto no Tamitomo's arrow flew true and struck its mark. This legendary arrow, which, let us remember, single-handedly sunk an entire ship. But Siegfried... he kept standing.
Target remains alive.
Siegfried still stood, though he was no longer entirely unharmed. But he retained his grasp on his sword, and his glare at his assailant remained unfazed. It was unbelievable, but unbelievable as it was, it didn't stop Tamitomo from finally realizing the truth.
Damage cut.
The dragon's noble phantasm must reduce the physical damage he takes no matter where his body is struck. Oh, it's like if Waver uses his defense skill. It was as though his body had been reconstructed with steel or subjected to a curse. I think it's because he bathed in dragon's blood? I vaguely remember, well, no, Sigurd didn't touch the dragon's blood. Like, he dug, like, holes to stop it or something. Regardless, Minamoto no Tamitomo decided his next move was to find the dragon's weakness. But then, he noticed the beast flying towards him at the speed of sound.
Intercepting.
Naturally, Tamitomo shifted focus to the new threat headed his way. He'd expected something like this to happen. He was not so foolish as to think he could attack the enemy twice without any attempt at retribution. The demonic beast tearing across the sky trudged straight at him with incredible speed. But its flight path was incredibly straightforward, sacrificing misdirection for maximum speed. This could only mean the enemy had something up their sleeve. In response, Tamitomo fired an arrow at his new target. He certainly hoped to kill it, but did not expect to succeed. Oh! Ooh, dodge? That looks like a dodge. Let's go! You get him, Astolfo! Surely enough, the demonic beast made no effort to evade. Instead, the arrow seemed to pass right through its body. Oh, okay. Think you knew that? You're seeing the target. I mean, I guess his noble phantasm does give evade. You're seeing the target evade his arrow. Tamitomo's analysis was complete.
Calculations complete. Firing.
Of course, not even he could tell how permeable the demonic beast was with only one shot. But he could tell the effect wasn't permanent. If it were, the beast would obviously remain in that state while making its way towards him. The fact that it wasn't meant that it must have a limit. Perhaps it was distance, time, or both. Regardless, Tamitomo's response would be the same.
Not an issue. Oh god, I'm so cool.
This must be his normal phantasm. Well, no? That's a lot of arrows. Just dodge. Come on, Astolfo, we believe in you! In a matter of seconds, he calculated the time and distance to his target and loosed a volley of arrows, firing as many as a small army of archers could manage at once. He knew there would be no way for his target to evade them all, even if he fled into another dimension. He was right. 3 of his arrows pierced Astolfo's body. Everyone, we need to put your heads in the sky! Give Astolfo your energy! We love this boy! Astolfo's actually, like... he's grown on me a lot. Like, not just in this singularity, just like over the years. Though they lacked the destructive force of Tamitomo's noble phantasm, the arrows were still more than powerful enough to rip him apart. I actually raised my hands to this guy, by the way. But that was okay. He had known something like this would happen from the beginning. I'm not done yet! He kept flying across the red sky, cutting through it like a streak of light. Astolfo had no fear of death. He had long been absent that particular impulse. Similarly, he had no fear of pain. The only fear he felt was the fear that he might not complete his mission. Come on, Astolfo! Don't die yet! Keep fighting! If you die here, that's it for everyone. Astolfo continued to weave between dimensions until he finally closed in on Minamoto no Tametomo. Okay, Hippogriff, last one! You dead? Tametomo's arrow sunk deep into the Hippogriff's flesh. Hippogriff! My true name is Astolfo, one of the 12 Paladins of Charlemagne. The Hippogriff crashed to the ground, but Astolfo had already leaped off. Without wings to carry him, the cavalier fell straight at the archer in what felt like a charge.
Reloading.
And even then, Tametomo reacted with almost chilling calm. He knocked another arrow and took aim for the rider's heart, his spirit origin. Meanwhile, here goes! Rather than the sword he carried at his hip, Astolfo held the lance from his noble phantasm. This was no coincidence. It certainly wasn't Astolfo's own idea. Oh! The plan we made that cut to black! I suspect the archer who killed Konstantinos is making use of that tower. As I recall, it was designed with a platform that could transform a servant into a fixed cannon. Oh, so just give the tower and he's not useless, but which means there must be a trade-off. In all likelihood, this archer is unable to move from their post and will die if they are rendered unable to receive a magical energy supply through their legs. They simply could not have pierced Konstantinos' defenses without such a severe trade-off. Magical energy through their legs, huh? Then maybe you could use that thing? What thing? You know, your noble phantasm, the lance one. And that's the ticket? Okay, that's settled. Astolfo has like 20 noble phantasms, right? Siegfried, you'll defend against this mysterious archer's attacks. And Astolfo, you'll be the one to take him down. Oh right, that one! I don't remember his lance, but that's right, your noble phantasm. If you can manage to reach this archer's position, that's when you use your noble phantasm. Are you the one who's gonna kill that archer? Yuppers! Don't know if I can pull it off, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. I see. Like, bless him? I know that archer is just doing their job. Probably didn't have anything against Konstantinos. They're just summoned, ordered to fire their bow, and did what was demanded of them. Yeah. But even so, I'm still super pissed at them for killing the man I loved. So I'm counting on you to avenge it for me. Can I offer you any blessings? Hey, if you have blessings, I want blessings. Okay, here you go then. I beg of you, stalwart knight, please, avenge my beloved. Astolfo has the power of God and anime on their side. Or at least God. Yeah, but you're Bippy. What? I'm doing it. I have no idea what that means. It's revenge o'clock.
What?
Johanna's holy words were meant to do one thing. Create a miracle. Even with his heart pierced, Astolfo stood tall and defiant. Trap of? Nobody made the joke.
Next error.
Argalia! Yeah, that's hot! Astolfo couldn't take another step. Even with the Pope's blessing, his spirit core could not recover from Tametomo's arrow. But her blessing did let him stave off its effects for a short while. For a brief moment, Astolfo cheated death. That was all the miracle he needed to discharge his duty. So seeing Astolfo die kinda hurts, actually. It's like, you know, he's like the one guy who survives. You know, well, I mean, he survived once in Apocrypha, but still. With his lance, Astolfo swiftly severed the magical energy connection to Tametomo's legs. Now that he could no longer use the tower to consume massive amounts of magical energy directly from the ley line, Minamoto no Tamitomo's death was a foregone conclusion. Still alive though. Oh.
Calculations impossible. Power supply. Shutting down.
He tried to stretch out his hand, hoping he may still be able to fight, and realized he had no objective of his own.
If I lived as a weapon, perhaps it is only right that I die as one.
Indeed, this is what he was now expected of him. Of course, a broken down machine could not move. Miracles are the province of human hands alone. You know, it was an awfully big assumption of Holmes, though, that he'd just, like, you know, die the second he get unplugged.
So this is a miracle.
Nah, I'm gonna die pretty soon, too.
I see. Still, you should be proud. You have defeated Shinsei Hachiro, Minamoto no Tamitomo. Be proud. You've earned it.
That's cool. You kind of cheat this time, though. So next time, I'll beat you fair and square, and I'll tell everyone I know.
I see. Unfortunately for you, that will never happen. The next time we fight, I will be the victor.
We'll just see about that. Actually, the whole 8 Dogs event is just because he won the rematch versus Astolfo. Even with the unsettling red sky looming overhead, the two warriors were still oddly happy. Everyone salute our boy. Now that was a good fight.
Indeed.
Despite having nothing in common, not their time nor their age, nor their culture nor their race, the two servants both disappeared satisfied, each thinking the same thing. That's cool. I'll be honest, I even teared up a little. Just a tiny bit. Look, I tear up easily. You guys know that. Okay, can put the cup down now. 1 arrow left. I think if I remember right, the Game Press guide said this one's a long one though. The arrows, they've stopped. Oh, I've got cool music. Alright, Astolfo did it. Giving him a big reward when he gets back. Not coming back. Now keep moving. Don't waste a single step. I mean, to be fair, we only heard one disappearing sound. Astolfo could still somehow make it. 100 meters to go until we reach the Revenge Realm's main gate. Whoa, that's close. Won't be much longer now. Our casters think the gate can stand up to at least 5 A-rank anti-army noble phantasms. That's a lot. To make matters worse, it's embedded with the reflective spell. They'll send any half-assed noble phantasm right back at their user. Roland gets 1. Don't tell YouTube. Which is apparently why they call it the Retribution Gate. So, yeah? This might be as far as I go, General. Got it. Master, hey Master. Roland's probably not gonna make it past here. So make sure you've got some other servants ready to go. Got it. Okay, so Roland never really got his moment, huh? Looks like this is goodbye, Master. I knew backing proper human history was the right choice. You guys are awesome. And give my regards to Don Quixote too, okay? Oh, and also to that really cute girl who sometimes pops up on your calls. Machu? Hey guy, can you really do this? Of course I can. This is Dorandal, the sacred sword I inherited from Hector himself. Yeah, I mean, okay, that is a pretty good noble man. The same incredible sword Mandri Cardo used to create a miracle. So now I'm gonna show you all the kind of miracle its proper owner can pull off. How does he know about that? I guess we told him? Like, because Don Quixote wouldn't have been there. Roland! Yeah? Might not have been long. It was an honor to fight by your side. Even though, yeah, it really wasn't for very long. Thanks. Of course, we would have had more time together if you hadn't gone to fight for the enemy. Alright, it's miracle time. Oh, I thought it might be like a battle animation. Sir, the Righteous/Reinstatement Alliance army has stopped its march 30 meters from the gate. Believe they're having trouble getting it open. Good. Have the other casters layer it with more protective spells. I don't care where they're from. The East, the West, the Middle East, South America, wherever. Just cast whatever you've got. There's like they've got robes on, but they have like 8 spider legs sticking out. Oh, I'm not Ort. It could be anyone. Is that really necessary, sir? The gate can already shrug off multiple A-rank anti-army noble phantasms. They even been reinforced with a multitude of conceptual spells, which make it incredibly difficult even for us to open since once it's been closed. That's exactly it. Sir? At the end of the day, gates are made to be opened, not closed. The enemy were to open it, not with force, with a concept that overpowers ours. A concept that could render all the hard work we've put into it meaningless. They may be able to open their retribution gate with surprising ease. Oh, that's a cool gate. Have we seen it before? Maybe they showed it once when we were running away. Allow me to handle this one, Lord Siegfried. It's all yours. Durandal, remainder of the great saint, I implore you, grant a miracle unto mine army once again. Roland's sword, the legendary Durandal. The sword was once wielded by Hector, the great hero of Troy. However, there's one aspect in which it differed from Hector's time. Having been possessed by a saint once before, it gained an additional ability. Miracles. Is that a theme? Roland raised the sword high above his head to open the Retribution Gate, a gate that would surely remain impervious even to Johanna's prayers. Retribution Gate, open! Oh. Just yell at the door to open. It'll work. It has to work. Oh, so that's Roland. Supposed to be the strongest of the 12 Paladins. But it seems he's not impervious to aerials. Odd. Never affected him before. Guess it just means luck is on our side today. Fire at will! The gate's not budged an inch. Elsa's worried over nothing. Won't be long now before we can send in a battalion to surround them. Then we'll wipe them all out at once. Open sesame! Stay back! Oh, those are the archers. But I thought Roland was invincible. That's right, he is. Roland's always been blessed with an invincible body. A body so hard he may as well be diamond. That's how he made a name for himself among the 12 Paladins. But invincibility alone won't be enough to open this gate. Let's let go of it. No, it's more that he gave it up. All to make this miracle happen. But what if it's not enough? Since Siegfried and I will have to use our noble phantasms. Big sacrifice? Really our only option? According to Charlemagne, Roland was giving up everything he had to open the gate. But he's actually only half right. The fact is, Roland was giving up even more than that. Man, heroes really hurt, don't they? Roland smiled wryly as the words brought a froth of blood to his lips. He spat. But this will get the gate open. I'm sure of it. But it remained steadfastly closed. A miracle, it seemed, would take more than has yet been given. No, damn it! Open. Open up! Come on, miracle! Is Johanna gonna come and they double team the door? I'm begging you, please! Don't let me be late again! Please! Please don't let this be another bloody battle of Roncesvalles Pass. Don't know what that is, but forget me. Don't care if I survive. Just please, save my friends. Take my life if that's what you need. Now I have anything else to give, take that too. I'll give up everything. Everything! The sacred sword heard his wish. To give up everything. That is what it takes for a miracle. A sacred sword isn't enough. A relic alone won't do the job. He's not about to like delete himself from the throne, is he? Even throwing in his life wasn't quite enough. What is it? What more could I possibly give? There's one thing. Just one more thing left. Small, humble dream he had kept to himself. He's no longer allowed to get naked. That's it! But, is that really what you want? Right. 1 cent? Value that even more than my life. Hear me, Gate! I offer you everything I am. All my memories. Everything, you hear me? Everything! That includes all the memories of me. I don't care if nobody ever knows who died to open this gate. You can even take their joy of knowing who they fought beside. I don't care if I can never be proud of this accomplishment. I don't care if nobody ever knows what happened here. Okay, Roland's cool. I changed my mind. To this day, nobody remembers how or why the gate opened. They all forgot Roland had fought here, that he had even been there. Even Sherlock Holmes should have been able to piece the events together logically, was none the wiser. Nor, of course, was Roland himself. That is the cost of a miracle. Come on, miracle! Come on! At this point, there wasn't even anything human. There's nothing more than a vague concept. But at last, the gate began to open. Alright, it's opening. It's really opening. No idea why it's opening, but it is. Come on, now's our chance. Why did it open all of a sudden? I don't know, and we don't have time to worry. This is so sad, actually. Like, this is genuinely... Come on, let's hurry. Charge! Huh? Who opened the gate? I don't know, sir. Just tried to open on its own all of a sudden. Dang it! Is there a traitor among us? Close it now! Hurry! Hurry! Dang it! Fall back! He kind of looks like Kinzo. Fall back to the castle! Roland's feature was actually a little Kinzo-esque too. No one could stop the gate from opening. To do so would require stopping someone who became the very phenomenon of opening it. And until the gate was fully opened and closed again, that phenomenon would continue to produce a miracle. And so, once the gate had seen that the last of the Alliance's army survivors had made it inside, it finally closed itself again. There appeared to be nothing there, no sign of who had opened the gate or how it had been done. No one had any recollection, either friend or foe, not the master who should have remembered, or the observers from Chaldea. As far as they knew, the gate had opened and closed all on its own. But that's okay, thought Blank, as he smiled and forgot, slowly disappearing into the ether, leaving behind nothing and no one. That was a really good chapter. Like, although, like, you can tell Higashida started kind of rushing, you know, he just made the gate open up by itself at the end there, like, it's just kind of ran out of room, you know? You know, but Vengeance underquoted 20, like, a million arrows. I mean, it's not hard to write a good heroic sacrifice, right? But I think that was a really cool one. Like, I think it would have been, it was very hard to make me like Roland with basically just one scene, but they did it. The madman Higashida actually did it. Anyways, guys, see you guys next time with some more Traum. Should be able to do 20 tonight. I don't know if I could finish Traum tonight though. We'll see. See you guys next time. Bye.